It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey. Thought about doing a cold open and then just veered right out of it, didn't
we totally had that cold open prepared, didn't we? Totally. Dude, we forgot to prepare a cold open. We were talking about The Sopranos before this instead.
This is just the minds of Ben and Max.
Yeah, we totally had so many jokes prepared today.
Whoopsie, forgot we had the podcast.
Oops.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
By the way, please don't say hell yeah, brother, Ben, okay?
I haven't. So far, you've been the only one that
I just don't want the guy I'm podcasting with to call me brother, okay? It makes it a little weird.
I won't.
Thank you.
But you did say it first, so.
I did. Well, rules for me and not for thee. Rules for thee and not for me, okay?
Yes.
That's the way that things are going to work today.
We got Lauren in the chat. Lauren,
yes, Lauren is here. Spelled A-L-U-R-A. Lori is here. Sup, Big Rask. Sup, Lori. Finally, things are getting real juicy up in here. You know,
they are. Yeah, they are. Wow, this is like, I think, a first, right? It's a first. We are covering, folks, today episodes 8 and 9. So if you have not seen episode 9. Spoiler central, okay? So beware. Yeah. But I think this is the first time we've ever had like almost legitimate evidence, but not confirmed yet, of cheating on the show.
Yes.
When they were filming, which is wild.
They were just talking till 5 a.m. at the parking lot of Lost and Found, and the tracker got confused, Ben.
Yeah. Well, then he changed it to an alleyway, which sounds worse. and then it shifted to Sarah Ann's home at 5 a.m.
He was looking for an alley cat, you know, like we all do, looking for a little alley cat.
Yeah, he was just trying to feed the little kitties in the alley.
Yeah, I go to alleys all the time looking for alley cats at 5 a.m.
That's because you're a good person, Max.
I am a good
about street cats.
Little kitties.
Meow, meow, meow.
Oh, little kitties.
Little babies.
I forgot to look up what is Lost and Found Charlotte. You know, this place is about to get.
Oh yeah.
So much business. It is an open concept bar lounge in the bustling South End neighborhood.
Oh, it's an Instagram bar.
Yeah, it looks like an Instagram bar.
Yes, this is totally an influencer bar. Yuppie Central. All right.
Ooh, they have like that, like kind of like ivy in the background with like the neon sign in front.
Yes.
Ooh, they have like the people.
Max, you're gonna go to many of these places now that you're in LA.
Well, yeah, I'm an influencer, so I have to. I think the people that they have these girls in tennis outfits in front of it, and they're all doing the sorority squat. Maybe that's what the people that work there look like.
Oh, is that the front page of their website?
I'm in Google image search.
Oh,
this place looks very very chic, very cool. Totally a good place to pick up your ex from Love is Blind and cheat on your fiance with.
It's a great, and I assume that Lost and Found wants this endorsement. It's a great place to cheat.
Yeah,
right. That's the endorsement that they want.
Yeah, maybe they have a partnership.
He lost his way with his fiance, and he's found a side thing with his ex-pod member.
Maybe they have a partnership with like AshleyMadison.com. You know,
yeah.
You get 2 free drinks. You sign up for Ashley Madison at Lost and Found.
Yeah, Jeremy was on that leaked list, even like though he wasn't even married. It was crazy.
Well, this is going to be a good time here on Reality Alert. I'm Max Geyser. This has been Overzet. This will be our last episode this week because we're in episodes 8 and 9, but we're not done before next week's episodes. You want to head over to patreon.com/reality alert because there is already juice coming in on social media, guys.
Like huge
juice. We're only talking about it on the Patreon about one of these contestants who was engaged going in to the experiment.
It's huge.
I think he might have even had a family. We're not going to tell who it is. We're only going to discuss it on the Patreon. We have pictures. We have evidence to discuss. You're going to want to head over there. You want to support the podcast. We're also going to talk about our predictions. We're going to talk about the biggest events of the week and any other huge gossip that comes out. So head on over to patreon.com/reality alert. How about that for a plug, Ben? Was that good?
It was good.
You see? Also, call us. Voicemails are already coming in. You should join on. We'll play it on the podcast. We'll talk about it. 1-804-BAD-BOYS. That's 1-804-223-2697.
Do we have any new ones?
Yeah, they're already coming in.
But we're not playing them today.
No. We're playing. We're going until we get all of them, and we'll play it next week to talk about the full.
I want to listen to them now.
I love them. Oh, look at this. Zainab Hakim says, "My favorite podcast." Is this Zainab?
No,
I'm kidding. It's so different. She would not say this is her favorite podcast.
Really?
No, I don't think so. Could you imagine?
I love that we're some people's favorite podcasts. That's amazing.
We're my favorite podcast. Isn't that cool?
That is cool. My third favorite for me.
Wow. So your first
two, that's good, dude. That's with top 3.
Yeah, your first 2 favorite are let me think, Joe Rogan and Call Her Dad.
Oh no, you do not put that evil on me, Max guy.
You
do not put
Ben Shapiro.
No, bad. You even just start associating names like that.
That could be good. Good press.
No.
No such thing as bad press.
No. Bad. Down. Bad.
No.
No.
Okay. No. F them. Let's go. All right. Jimmy and Chelsea, we're at Lauren says it's at least in her top 25.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take it. A lot of podcasts in there. Jimmy and Chelsea, we're at Chelsea's apartment. Chelsea's worried that Jimmy might see a dust bunny in her closet and run away.
That's scary. Yeah, you don't want to see that.
All that Jimmy really cares about is her roommate. He's not feeling it.
Her roommate might be a little too much. I could not live here. Not a chance.
Nope. She didn't seem any much than Chelsea. I don't understand.
Well, yeah, but 2 Chelseas. You know, it's like Chelsea is the maximum.
But 2 Megan Foxes, dude.
That that is amazing. Sick, that would be so sick. Wow, I didn't think about it that way.
Oh yeah.
All right, we take all of that back.
Yep.
You see Jeremy's apartment, and she says it's huge. He doesn't think so much because it's a studio, and whenever he's a meeting, he's going to have to banish her from the apartment. Yeah. But she seems fine with that. I would find that really annoying if I had to leave.
Super annoying.
I know.
I was looking at it, the spatial area. I think there could have been plenty of places where she wouldn't have been on camera for the Zoom meetings.
Yeah, I don't
see why she had to leave.
Well, if it's a studio, I couldn't exactly figure it out, I guess, if she's working and it's loud or whatever, or maybe she would find it maybe she could find it distracting. I don't know, different strokes for different folks. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some people would find a studio too tight. I feel like he thinks that it's going to be a little bit much and would rather get a new apartment. And she's like, it'll be fine. You know, like, I don't. Yeah. Oh, Mark in the chat says doesn't want her to hear him telling his coworkers about his clingy fiance.
That, you know, you might be onto something. Who knows?
Yes. Kimberly says she's a flight attendant. That is true, but she also has her own wedding planning business. She's planned a few weddings.
Oh, that's right.
Some of her clients have posted about it, and we actually follow her wedding planning account, so I can verify that. Well, who knows if any?
They look like nice events. That
she is a liar. It could all be fake. It could all be AI. I don't know. She said
it
she
could be
like
AI.
Fox.
Anything could these days.
Yes.
This could be AI. You and I.
Lauren says, per your voicemail, it might be about the thinness of walls, aka audible shit complications. That's another theory. You know, the listeners are really helping us out today with all the possibilities. I really appreciate it.
We always need help.
Yeah, we get to Clay and AD. Clay has a house. I didn't know this. I also didn't realize that his business was like jet ski and boat rentals.
Is that his business?
Yes.
Okay, because I wrote down that they were all over his vision board. I guess I missed the part where he said that.
I was really bummed out about that because I was really hoping that his vision and his goal was just to like own a jet ski, which is hilarious.
Well, I mean, whose isn't, right? Especially if you're living in North Carolina, it's like, what are you doing if you don't have a jet ski?
Well, it's just like, well, there's actually a lot of nice beaches in North Carolina, but it's just like, I just jet skiing. I just don't see wanting to jet ski that much. You know,
I don't understand. Were you born in the United States of America? I'm confused. Were you born here?
Yeah. But yeah, that's his business. I followed that account too to verify that he has
the jet ski account,
the jet ski and boat rental account.
Yes. So when are you going out on the water?
Yeah, I know. No, we got to go down there to verify this and interview Clay as we ride his jet skis.
We have to.
When I propose to Maria, I'm gonna have Chelsea plan the wedding. I'm just gonna pay all these people so I can interview them slyly.
Wow.
Lots of thousands of dollars.
Brett's going to be the photographer.
Yes.
He's going to photograph your underwear shoot, your Calvin Klein underwear shoot.
So Clay, he has a key code house. Would you want a key code house? How do you feel about key code houses?
It's getting more and more common. It's certainly like an Airbnb thing, isn't it? That's a common thing with Airbnbs.
I'm pretty sure that like all locks on doors are like bullshit. Like if somebody wants to break in, like they're gonna break in.
They could really break in. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Unless you board up the house.
Yeah, I think I would just prefer a key personally. Maybe I'm a little old fashioned. I did think it was funny how
I actually leave my doors unlocked at night.
Your neighborhood is
I
so
like
safe.
to leave them. I like to leave the door open actually.
Yeah.
And I like to just test my neighbors to see.
You know, it happens more often than you think. People are really stupid. They leave their cars unlocked too. Maria accidentally, we had a rental car, and Maria accidentally got in the wrong car because it was the same exact car, and it was like, wait, why did they leave their car open? Like, who doesn't lock their car?
I've done that before, but with an Uber. Like I got into the wrong Uber.
Oh yeah, I've definitely done that before. Yeah. But I'm sure the Uber was in a parked car that was unlocked. Like that's nuts.
One time in New York, I had like two other roommates, and they like left the door unlocked or whatever. And some guy just like wandered in to our apartment.
That's so scary.
And I was there at the time, and I was like, who are you? He was like, oh, and he started like freaking out, and he's like, this isn't, you're not, he's like, I'm supposed to be watching a friend's dog here. And I was like, well, there's no dog here. And he had already taken off his shoes too. And so I had to stand there and watch him put his shoes back on. And put his shoes on, and then he walked upstairs, and I think he got the right apartment, but he was the wrong one. He was so embarrassed. And I was like, don't be embarrassed, buddy.
I actually did that in New Jersey, like last month. My sister
No
lives
way.
in a big apartment building, and all of the floors looked the same. And I went down to get pizza, and I was like on my phone because you can just like auto walk through the place. And I must have gotten off on the wrong floor. And then I walked to the end of the hallway. I opened the door, and I was like, I don't remember the stuff being on the counter. And then I go to put the pizza on the counter, and I hear, "Can I help you?" And I look, and there's a family holding a baby, and I'm like, oh. I'm sorry.
What did
and
you
like,
say?
I just said, I'm so sorry, wrong apartment. And
Did they laugh at least?
No, they were just like so weirded out, and I ran
Yeah.
away.
There's no getting past the awkwardness in those moments. Like
But
there's
it's-
nothing you can do. Like you can't make a joke, you can't do anything because it's such an uncomfortable situation.
I've done it multiple times in the building. It looks the same.
Really? You did it multiple
Dude,
times?
people do it in the building all the time. It's like a maze. Like
So nobody locks their doors. basically.
that's what's weird. Why isn't he locked? One time I opened a door there, and there was like a fucking cat. I was like, why don't people lock their doors? Like,
How many random apartments have you been in?
well, there's like short-term stays, so sometimes if I'm staying there for a long
Right.
time, I won't like know which one I'm staying in. So I'm opening up, and I'm like, "Why is there a cat in my apartment?" I'm like, "Oh no, I'm in the wrong apartment. Thank God no one was here."
This is hilarious. You just were
And like,
wandering
and, like
into
my whole
random
family
people's
has done this,
apartments.
and then like other people in the building you talk to have done it. Like everyone has just opened up, and it's like, why don't people lock their fucking doors?
It's to the point where like everyone in the building knows you because you're the guy.
Yeah, like, oh, there's that fucking idiot.
There's fucking Kramer again sliding into our apartment.
No. It was just so awkward. Like you were like, I walked out and I was like at the elevator. I was like, please come. You just hear them like lock both locks.
Oh my god. Oh,
Hello, 911.
I can so feel that pain and embarrassment. I can.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
have to say,
God.
I mainly just thought it was fucking hilarious.
But in the moment, it's terrifying.
Oh
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh
it was-
my
I was like- I just frightened this family with like their baby.
Listen, Max, you're used to East Coast lifestyle. You can't do that out west.
Oh, because they'll shoot me.
Don't do like there's make my day laws in some states, okay?
I know.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna
all right?
knock even when I'm at my door and I know no one's home, just to make sure.
Okay, good. That's good. You East Coasters, you live in this fairy tale. You know, where
Yes.
you can just walk into everybody's homes and say hello.
Yeah. I would have felt safer if I knew they had a gun, though. You know, I would have made me feel-
Really?
yeah, I would have felt safer because I knew they
They're
were good
holding a
guys.
baby in one hand and a gun in the
Yeah, I
other.
would have felt a lot safer because they would have been good guys with guns. You know. Clay and AD. Ben, do you have a vision board in your apartment that you can show me right now?
Absolutely not.
You have a
I'm not
big-
12 years old, so
How are you going to manifest things? How are we going to get this?
look, I
podcast
think
to
about
number one?
dolphins 24/7, so I don't need to put them on a vision board. Okay.
Yeah, I just go to the grocery store when I need things.
Can I have dolphins on aisle 2, please? All the time.
Why do I need a vision board when I can just go to the grocery store, grab the microphone, and ask for dolphins?
It's there. You just go and ask.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark says we never got to see AD's board. Well, AD said it was on her phone, which makes me think that it was like Pinterest.
That's
you know?
not really a board. I'm
That's
sorry.
not a board. That's just Pinterest. It's probably just like your wedding plan. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
It doesn't count, AD. You need a real board. I was looking at his board. One of them said 5:01 a.m. I'm like, is that what time you plan to wake up at? And you can't? Are you trying to always wake up at 5:01 a.m.? I was trying to figure out.
And why 1 minute after too? That's confusing as well.
Yes. I don't know. Yeah, she can see herself moving in there and raising kids. Great. You'll have a great marriage where you'll be cheated on all the time and probably have to raise.
Hey, come on, go easy on him.
He'll never be.
He's got the strongest case so far of all the men. Go easy on him.
He'll never be there because he'll be too busy refueling the jet skis for everybody. You'll have a great old time.
Hey, again, Clay's number one in my book after stacking the plates nicely for the bussers at the resort.
Still feeling Jimmy.
That's gonna stick with me till the end, no matter how many times he cheats. I'm gonna say, but he treats service industry workers well. Okay. And that's important.
Guys, I'm still feeling Jimmy and Chelsea. I still think they have the best chance.
They got the juice.
They have the juice. They can work through all of their problems because they communicate. Okay, they
At
do
this
it.
point, it would be poetry if they got married.
I
Like,
really hope
they
they do. I
need to
think
get
they
married.
have it. I think they have what it takes.
Yeah.
Maybe if Johnny goes back to sex education, he can figure it out. You know,
Yeah.
maybe then him and Amy can get married. But I don't know at this point.
I don't know. I don't know.
Anything else about Clay and AD in Clay's house?
No, the vision
Okay.
board was enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeremy and Laura. Jeremy shows off his massive house that he's renting. we get a cameo from both Roombas. This was very exciting. This was kind of the highlight of the episode for me. Seeing both.
Yes. I wrote Roombas in my notes the same way I write puppies whenever I see a dog on the screen. So that's how I know. Yeah.
Were you surprised that he made his fortune starting off selling selling like workout supplements through a company called Total Nutrition? Did
Not
this
surprising.
shock you?
No.
I
Not-
did look it up on like a scam website, and it said that it's mostly not a scam. So it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't like Izzy working for Globe Life Insurance. It wasn't as bad. Yes.
Good for him, I guess.
I didn't do a lot of research, guys, so don't buy stuff for them thinking that I totally verified it's not a scam.
Yeah.
On Reddit,
This-
they said there's better places to buy gear from.
Yeah. Yeah. So this does look like another Airbnb, much like Izzy's place, but it can't be, right? Like,
I think that he rented the house,
uh-huh,
but it came furnished with all of the stuff in it,
the silverware and all that too.
and he doesn't care about like furnishing stuff. He just wants to like live in a nice, clean place.
Pretty
I
much
think-
all he did was the gym garage, and that was
Yeah, which
Yeah.
you know what? If he's just like renting it, I don't even think that's like that weird if he doesn't care.
Yeah. But he does keep it tidy. You got to give him that.
Yeah, he does.
It's like it maybe maybe it's been said, but like when I saw his bed, like how crisp it was, I was like, was this guy in the military at some point? Because the way he
Yeah.
makes the bed, it's tight. It's like tucked
tight.
in and
He's
very-
clean.
Yeah.
Well, Leah says on Instagram he got his mom to clean it, and then she left a note.
Oh yeah. No, that makes total sense. Are you
Yeah, his
kidding?
mom does. We can't. We now know we can't trust a thing that he says or does.
You're
so maybe it's not
right.
even his house.
No, she is so right. Leah, what a great comment. Like that is exactly what happened. That's
That's-
got to be exactly
That's
what
amazing. You get a gold star.
And she does little for the dots on the eyes. She does hearts. The mom
Yes.
does. How sweet is that?
How sweet. Yeah, the mom totally cleaned it. The mom
My
was
little
in-
baby on his TV show.
The
We
mom
gotta
was
make
in the
it-
military because that's even good for anyone. That cleaning job was immaculate.
It was
Or
really,
the mom hired a team.
yeah.
But yeah, he
Yeah, they
definitely
could have
just,
just hired a cleaning crew to come in.
he
That's
definitely
true.
just got it furnished. That's why like it looks like it's like you know when I always forget what this is called when you go into it's like a staged house. She even says that
Yeah.
it's staged. It's like when you go into a house to look at it and stage and you just decide to rent it. So
Yeah.
I don't like how we don't get to meet the dog. I thought that was fucked up.
Yeah, that is fucked up. I don't like that.
I liked this line from from our good friend Laura.
It's kind of serial killer a little bit, giving serial killer vibes, but like in a good way.
It's giving serial killer vibes in like a little bit. It's like
But
giving
in a good way.
It's like Paul to Penn vibes, but in a good way. It's in a good way.
It's a good way. Like it's like in a Dexter way where it's like he only kills bad people.
Yeah. He said I'm not like fit to be a mother, but in a good way.
Paul and Jeremy should mate up.
Yeah, they would be really good friends.
Talk shop.
Yeah. Ken and Brittany. This guy is so manipulative. He is such a gaslighter.
He's a huge gaslighter, huge
He is
deflector.
such a douche. What ridiculous.
I did not see this coming at all. I don't think
No.
anybody did. I mean,
No, we should have known. Anytime you really
he
like
played his cards close at the beginning. He
Yeah.
did.
Anytime you really like someone on the show, you should know they're gonna stab you in the back.
They're gonna disappoint you. Yeah.
This was crazy. Anytime
Kind of honestly kind of sad.
yes.
Like it was this storyline, like it wasn't like when it's not like most of these storylines where I get excited every time there's a potential breakup coming. It's this one was just kind of a bummer to me. I was like, he's just kind of like, this is just kind of mean.
Yeah, it's like anytime she brought up an issue, he was just like, well, that's your problem. I don't feel that way. Like you're
Which
making
Jeremy
this a
does to
problem.
Laura too.
Yes.
Yeah.
She says that she's trying not to read into how introverted he is. She's trying not to, and it's like, no, you should. He's clearly not into this relationship, but he's gonna blame it on you. He's gonna blame every little thing on you.
Yeah.
Which is what he continues to do the whole time. And he also loves that phone more than her. Big time.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and he'll keep repeating the same points over and over too, where it's like, okay, I did this thing one time, and like you're not gonna give me grace for that one time that I'm doing it. And it's like, you guys just met.
Yes.
Like, why are you out super late? Like, don't you want to be getting to know your fiance before you're supposed to be getting married to her in a couple weeks?
He does this for everything. It's in this scene that she's like, yeah, in the morning, like you weren't as sweet as you normally been. Yeah, Alta B says Ken really phoned it in when they got back home. and Pearl Jam on Toast says, listen, guys, he just wanted to look at the dolphins on his phone. Leave him alone. Oh, man. Yeah, look, he just woke up in the morning. He was having a beautiful dolphin dream. Then he came out of it. He was mourning the dolphins, okay?
Yeah.
It's hard for him to be on. Can't he be given grace?
What if the perfect ending for this relationship would have been if after he left and all that, like she checked her phone and it was all these text messages from him. And it was like, baby, I just want you to know I mostly prefer communicating through text. I love you so much. And then it was like, why haven't you responded back, baby? Like, I don't understand. Why aren't you talking to me? And that was the reason they broke up, dude.
That would have been good. I wanted to
That would have
see
been crazy.
that we eventually got like shown who the texts were, and then we saw him like we heard like audio from phone calls, and he was also talking to Sarah Ann.
What?
Like Sarah Ann was breaking up all of these relationships.
Little devil.
Little devil Sarah Ann.
Breaking up relationships like you're breaking up Pelosi's office, right?
She's a patriot. God bless her. God bless America.
No, we know what he was texting though. It was in school suspension.
Yes.
Yeah.
He needs to go swim with dolphins ASAP. So he just needs to get this marking period over with. So our girl Chelsea has friends over, and we meet Catherine, Jenna, and Morgan. And her friends want to know if Trevor was her number one and only dating her. Why didn't she pick him? And she doesn't really explain why. She just goes like, he had a
She
mullet.
laughs about it.
She's like, it's so me. He had a mullet and I knew. And I'm like, why didn't you pick him?
She's like, yeah, I really loved him and he was great, but everybody wanted Jimmy the Juice.
Yes.
And I got him.
He blew his nose the loudest.
Yeah, he's the blow king, baby.
Chelsea says that even though physical touch is one of Jimmy's love languages, he hasn't kissed her once today.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. And he's been on his phone a lot. And then we learned he saw a picture of Jess yesterday. And Chelsea says Jess is stunning. And she knows he's gone back to work, but she
looks
know.
like a Kardashian, dude.
She looks like a Kardashian. Yeah. When he said that, I was like, why do you have to say these things out loud?
I think he said that his friend said that.
But he still shouldn't have said
He
that.
still said it. Yes.
Don't say that. Just shut the fuck up.
He doesn't think these things through.
Fucking idiot. Shut up.
No filter. Good
Shut your
Lord.
fucking trap. I love all the conversations about dick size this season. Everyone.
Oh, yeah.
So I know your mom doesn't want to hear us talk about this, but like, what's that girth like, girl?
Are we talking Dodger Dog or are we talking Oscar Mayer?
Yeah, we need to know.
I'm just picturing the producers there on every scene. Talk about his dick.
You think there's not boners all around?
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere, okay? Everywhere. Jimmy shows up and he's just like, my boss said I was irreplaceable today. She said that. How do you think Chelsea feels about him having a boss who's a woman? Do you think this is a problem?
That is a problem.
Yeah, he's
needs
very
to quit.
insecure about
He
it.
needs to quit.
I know. Do you think that's what the trailer's about? Where
Yeah,
he says,
I know you
I know
fucked your boss.
I know you fucked your boss.
She
I know
said you were
fucked her."
irreplaceable. I know what that means.
She knows how big your dick is. Everybody does.
How many Zoom kisses did she give you today? Huh? How
Yeah.
many?
Jimmy lets them know that he would like 3 to 5 children. And this is where Chelsea's like, I'm 30. This is not probably happening. Don't want to just be
Nope.
pregnant.
She's gonna have to suck it up. He
Yeah.
wants a dozen. So.
If you want the juice, you better produce. That's how it works.
she's very 90 or he's very 90 Day Fiance in that way because I feel like
She's very 90. She looks like she's 90.
no, I'm saying no. I'm saying all the 90 Day Fiance couples are always like the guys are always like, I want 12 kids. And
Yeah,
the
yeah.
woman's like, I'm 37.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about, idiot?
Jimmy brings up that Chelsea said she looked like Megan Fox. And she like really pesters her friend. She's like, who do I look like? Who do I look like? Who do they say I look like on the plane? And her friends are like, Carrie Underwood?
Rhymes
She's
with
like,
box.
runs a box, MGK's wife. And they're like, Megan Fox.
See.
How much do you think she bribed them before the scene to pay them to say this?
I think she had a gun under the pillow, actually.
Well, that makes me feel safe, so that's good.
Yeah, if you listen close enough in that scene, you can hear her cocking it right after she asks.
That's good.
Hell yeah, brother.
Jimmy doesn't like that.
I think we got some good nominees for Soundbite King or Queen this week. on
Yeah,
our
we got some
Patreon.
really good
Yeah.
stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, so we get to Amy and Johnny, and I respect Johnny for thinking it's a red flag that she's a crystal girl, because once you get to crystals, it's a slippery slide to moon water. And when you get to Moonwater, you don't
Yeah.
know what's going to happen.
Well, and crystals can get you pregnant, so you just don't want to mess around with that stuff.
Yeah, you don't know. Johnny wants a house. Amy says her dad has been pushing her to get a house, but her life has been unpredictable. This would be fun when, like, you know, every decision you want to make with your wife has to go through her father. You know,
My
this
God.
is very good. She's like, "Oh, my dad, my daddy." He wants to retire early by 50, so he wants to live super frugally. And
I tell you, some people have 5-year plans. This guy has like 30-year plans.
Yeah,
it's wild.
it's
He really has things mapped out to a T without any sort of wiggle room. I don't think he knows what life is yet. I don't think he knows.
It's just like, you really want to like date somebody like that before you get engaged with them to like make sure that like you can fit in their lifestyle. Like, you should usually be like two people who want to retire early and who like want to live in a similar way, you know, because there are people like that. But like, if you're that set in your ways to retire early, it's going to be hard for somebody to match that lifestyle, because that's kind of hard to do unless you make a fuckload of money. I forget what his job is, but like, yeah.
It's great to have goals. Don't get me wrong. Or vision boards. You know, if
it's better to have vision boards.
If it gets you the jet ski, then great. All right.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, like, when you're that like rigid with your plans going forward in life, it's not going to work out. I can tell you that right now. It's not going to work out. It's just not.
Do you know what would work out, Ben?
What's that?
Amy just bit the bullet and got on fucking birth control like he wants her to, okay?
God. He doesn't understand. I don't think he understands. He's like, well, I just assumed all women were on birth control. It's like, you don't know what effects birth control has on women too.
Sometimes we get people, like when we were in a season from Texas and they explained like what their sex ed was like. Yeah. And it was like, okay, this makes sense. But Johnny is from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. Like, our sex ed was like, we start, like, at least in my public school, we started having sex ed, like very thorough sex ed, in the 7th grade. And
do we know that he wasn't homeschooled?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is he like homeschooled, Christian homeschooled? Like, his lack of understanding about like basic, like protection is very shocking to me.
Yes. Yes.
It's very confusing.
Yes. Well, but him not wanting to get the vasectomy, whereas him wanting her to go on birth control, that's just him being a selfish narcissist.
I mean, I will note that, like, you know, vasectomies they are supposed to be reversible.
They are,
they are, but then like they cannot be. I think like Amy does note that, but like it is a very, like I said earlier, rules for thee but not for me. Like, it's very like fucked up to be like, you have to go on birth control when she doesn't want to. Like, that's really like what it comes down to.
There are plenty of means of protection. I think Johnny is being a little unwavering here. He's not. Yeah.
Why can't they use condoms? And then, like, are we pretending that like the morning after pill doesn't exist? Like, I'm so confused about like what is happening here. Like, there's so many, you know, things about protection that help people not get pregnant, and I'm just so confused.
Maybe he's one of those people that refuses to wear condoms.
Yeah, he's like, he's taking a shower.
We have had reality contestants before on our show admit to this.
Yes.
I'm just saying, it's a thing.
It's like taking a shower in a raincoat, Ben. He can't do it.
Never say that again.
He can't do it.
Never say that again.
Yeah. She says it's their biggest roadblock. I just don't understand what is happening. But the onus just seems to be entirely on her.
Yeah.
And it's like, bruh, like it shouldn't be. There needs to be like wiggle room, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't it's I really hope she doesn't marry this guy.
She's
Really
not asking. It's not like she's asking him to try to have a baby. She just doesn't want to be on birth control.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
shit is
But
wild.
then even like that conversation, the way the conversation went of like, so you're saying that with our goals being that we want to have a baby coming up, if I accidentally get pregnant a year from now and we do have the finances to do it, but it's not the exact way that you want it, you're not going to want the baby.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, no, I'm not
No,
going.
we
It's like,
can't
come
have.
on, man. Come on. Like but the fact that he's not even willing to have that conversation to go back and forth with her and listen to her side of it is a huge red flag. Huge red flag.
He can't have the baby until he's 50. Okay, and not until they're
Yeah.
both 50 and retired.
Retired,
Then they can have the baby.
living in Disney World like they're
Yes.
Yes.
That's when they can do it.
He understands. He knows what
That's
gets it.
when the stork will fly to him and deliver the baby into their arms.
New Jersey education for you folks.
Apparently, I went to a highly specialized public school.
Experimental.
Experimental. Brittany and Ken. This is fucked up. He did this really romantic thing where he came home at 1:30 in the morning and turned on all the lights and woke her up when she had to wake up 4 hours later, and she didn't react lovingly.
It's fucked up, dude. She's evil. She's evil.
She should have woke up with dolphin noises. She
Yeah.
should have been, just. She should have been saying, "I'm Ken the dolphin. I love you," and started flipping and flopping. I just don't know what her problem is.
It's very upsetting. Oh man.
Yeah. So this is the typical thing. She starts calling him out a little bit, very politely, and he's just like, "I had things to do, that made me not come home till very late, like getting lunch with my mentor during the day."
Is it a high school principal?
I'm telling you,
he mentors an elementary school principal, I think.
I'm telling you, can't we look at the similarities here? Out really late on his phone, he was with Sarah Ann. I'm telling you, who else could it be?
In an alleyway feeding cats.
Yes.
He's a good guy.
She says the desire and crave between us is missing, and Ken says, "Well, for you, but thanks for telling me." And he goes, "Sometimes I want to be affectionate for you, and you push me off, like at 1:30 in the morning last night."
Yeah. Sometimes I just want to wake you up for sex at 1:30 in the morning when you have to work at 5:30. I don't understand. Why are you being such an asshole?
Yeah, I don't know. She ruined this. She tanked this beautiful relationship.
She really did. She fucked up.
Yeah. Brittany goes, "We barely kiss, but we haven't made out. I want so badly to experience the crave we had in the pods, but it's scaring me that I'm not feeling it. And even with the vow not to have sex, she says she isn't feeling temptation, but she thinks the world of him." And then he's just like, "Okay, let's get down to business. What I'm hearing is you want to break up with me. So you're breaking up with me. So I guess we're broken up. Okay, deal is done. But let's just be clear. You broke up with me. I didn't break up with you."
Yeah. Put her there.
Put her there, partner. Okay, deuces.
Come here, buddy. Come here. Give me a hug and a pat.
Give me
on
a
the back.
hug.
That
All
way
right.
I know we're good.
All right, high
I
five.
know you're bawling your eyes out right now, but come here, bro. Come on.
Yeah, he was totally unemotional during this whole thing.
Yeah, really dickish.
He was
really
so happy to dip.
There's got to be so much more to this story. I feel like it was so limited what we got to see of how it got to this point. Unless he was really just keeping production outside of it. If he was really, closing them out, shutting them out.
It really just seems like after at least the way the edit worked, it seems like after the conversation with AD, things shifted for him. And at least this is the way the edit worked. After we saw the conversation with AD, it seems that he started to rethink things, which is fine.
It seemed like he started purposefully being dickish to get her to be done with.
Exactly. It's like his feelings changed. He should have just been honest about it instead of being like, oh, this is all in your head. You're the one breaking up with me. I don't feel this way. I still love you. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I still have that crave. It's like, no, dude, like she still had feelings for you, and you boxed her out until she had to call you out on it.
Yeah. It just felt kind of mean. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And also, he was on his phone the whole time. He was on his phone before the conversation, during the beginning of the conversation, and then he went right back on it at the end.
Yep. Not cool.
But if there were some cool dolphins on the phone, I get it. What if there was like a dolphin live stream going on?
Yeah. You got to catch those live streams. They're live.
Yeah. What if
They
there was,
end.
Yeah. Like
Everyone, if you haven't checked out our live stream before, if you're listening to this in the future, you gotta look for us.
Yeah,
on
go
YouTube.
to
Subscribe on YouTube.
YouTube.com/reality alert. Very exciting stuff. And you can also go on Twitch to follow us at Reality Alert. And we're also go live on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram at Reality Alert Podcast. And you can just watch us live. We go live at all of them at the same time. Subscribe, get notifications, all of that stuff. And you can watch the podcast live. Come in the comments and we'll talk to you like we talk to all these other people. Totally changes up your experience. We love to hear from you.
That's right. We have a comment right now from listener Maria on our Instagram. She says someone on Reddit identified his language as out of a character school handbook they give to principals.
Well, I always really disliked principals and found that their language was very douchey. So, and somebody I wouldn't want to marry. So that makes sense.
Did your school boo the principal when they'd come out for pep rallies too?
No, I don't think so.
My entire school, like every single student in the auditorium when the principal would come out with the microphone, just boo.
My school was very small, so it wasn't like that. But I did get kicked out of pep rallies a lot. Because me and my friends, because we had mandatory pep rallies, and me and my friends thought they were really stupid, so we would make up other teams to root for and make signs for like the Tigers.
That's fun.
Who didn't exist.
That's fun. I like that.
Yeah.
Why did you get kicked out for that? That's
because we would just be so obnoxious.
That's like, fucking fascist, bro.
It was we would just be so dickish about it, and eventually, like the principal would walk out and be like, "You're out of there." But I would charm my way out of detention. It was fine. I'd be like, it's me. It's me.
It's Maxi Boy.
You're going to give me detention. They're like, okay. Like, did you curse? I was like, yeah, I cursed. What'd you say? I'm not going to say it. Did you say fuck? I was like, I said fuck. They're like, okay, that's not that bad. Go back to class. It's okay. It's okay. It's me.
It's all Maxi.
It's Maxi. It's okay.
I'm just a little New Jersey devil.
I didn't mean to work for the Tigers.
And they're like, who are the Tigers?
The Tigers?
Who the fuck are the Tigers?
And then all the athletes would be like, this is our pep rally. You ruined it.
Oh, no.
Stupid.
Max, you can't ruin their special moment. What are you doing?
Didn't. Stupid.
Wow.
No, actually, it was just like
you
the
sound
fans.
like the Bam.
The athletes.
The Bam Margera.
The athletes didn't care. It was like for some reason, like the non-athletes in the stands were like, "This was our pep rally." I'm like, "Why do you care? It's stupid. The teams suck."
Wow, I could see you're still fighting this battle decades later
against fascism, Ben. Fascism.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, principals suck.
Yeah. Yeah, but this was a really hard night for Brittany.
Another lonely night, missing my paradise.
Wow.
What the actual fuck is wrong?
Oh, that's a good one.
What the actual fuck is wrong with men?
What is wrong with men?
What
Ben?
is wrong with men? They only want dolphins these days.
Yeah,
These men and their dolphins.
yeah.
How can they? How can women compete? You know.
I don't know. They can't.
If you're really gone, there's nothing left to say.
Yeah, there's nothing left to say. I just got to get on my phone, call my friend, do some more texting, watch some more Dolphins. We're good to go.
Yes.
We get to Jimmy and Chelsea. Here we go. Here's some fucking juice from Jimmy. She calls him out on just saying sup and not kissing, and he's like, I bit the shit out of my lip. You saw me house those taquitos, babe. I bit the shit out of my lip.
I can't tell you I love you. My lip, it hurt.
It really hurts, okay?
I told you those taquitos. It was a big moment in my life. I'm still recovering. I'm thinking going to therapy about that.
Babe, I can only focus on one thing right now, and I have to focus on my lip.
And maybe trying to find taquitos that are similar to the ones we found in Dominican Republic. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm looking around. I might check Lost and Found.
Chelsea says, I'm just worried because you saw the picture of Jess, and he says he's 100% in on Chelsea. He was just a little busy today with his lip, of course.
Yes. Looking at it in the mirror.
Yeah. Chelsea says it's just so casual with you. And Chelsea throws her, she says she throws herself at him, and he gives nothing. Nothing. Just a glimpse.
No juice.
No juice. She says she didn't feel any love and that I love you every hour of the day. And he's like, I can't do that because I work from home and my lip. I think this is also where he says, where we get the thing where she's like, you didn't kiss me. And then he's like, I did kiss you. And he like lists the times when. So isn't this
like I did the European?
Isn't this
cheek?
The second time where something like this has come up, where she was like, you twirled AD.
Yeah.
And then we went to
mind. It's so much worse.
She always kind of like, I'm not saying Jimmy is not in the wrong here, but I'm saying that she said he twirled AD and she didn't. He's saying,
no, dude, earlier in the day, she tried to kiss him and he shoved her face.
Yeah.
He literally put his hand up and shoved her face.
He had Jessica over and had sex with her in front of Chelsea earlier.
That was not okay.
That was not okay to do.
Why does he think that that's okay?
I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely like this is not a great relationship.
Well, and I wish them the best when they get married.
I feel the best.
They're gonna get married.
Well, because like he communicates so well.
But we can't give our full predictions yet.
No, that's for the Patreon.com/reality alert. But I do think that she's definitely very insecure. And it's definitely I mean,
again, I know it's different situations, but the Colin Zinub thing still keeps flashing in my mind of like
the what?
Colin Zinub.
Oh yes.
Of like the insecurity, the already insecure person having that exacerbated times 1,000 because of this child boy that is just constantly saying the wrong thing and doing everything wrong.
But I don't think he's like always the worst. I mean, like he was like working all day. You know what I'm talking about?
No, he was.
Like,
he was. Yeah.
Like it's like
but he doesn't help these situations.
No, he does not. No, he doesn't. He handles.
He's his own worst enemy in all of this.
He is, but it's definitely like it does seem like it would be difficult, you know, with
it's a lot. Yeah.
Like
some people, you know, and some people are more emotionally needy than others. They're just
so you're saying she's clingy? That's fucked up.
I said emotionally
clingy. She's clingy.
Max. I didn't say that.
She's like saran wrap. She's clingy as fuck. She gets
I'm
stuck
just
together.
saying they don't have the same emotional energy that would be compatible. For
Yeah.
each other. Oh no, now I'm in trouble. Oh boy.
Kimberly says, "How dare you? We're getting canceled." He didn't kiss her. He didn't even look at her. He didn't even look at her. Every time he walked by her, he put his hand up.
I may have thought the word clingy, but I didn't say it.
Yeah. So Chelsea, he keeps kind of calling him out, and he eventually he calls her clingy too, just like you, Ben. And she doesn't take kindly to this. She then says everything changed when you saw Jess's picture.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably did.
We're being honest.
Then Chelsea goes, "I cooked you dinner, watched your show with you, then had sex with you, and I'm too clingy."
But then he's like, I didn't want to have sex with
I
you.
didn't want to have sex. I actually wanted a little breather from that too.
What the actual fuck is wrong with men?
Men and their testosterone and their horniness, it never seems to surprise me.
I guess Jimmy doesn't always have the juice, does he?
No, he was juiced out and she seduced him.
Yeah. Yep. He was drained of that juice.
You know, there is this parallel with a lot of the guys. I meant to say that, like, it's like all of the men have gone back to work quicker than all of the women. And I think that, or not all of them, but you have this with AD and Clay too. And I think it was a little bit of, it felt like this with Ken and Brittany, where like the men are like, I'm working, and the women kind of like want more time. Like maybe they're not going back to work as quickly.
Because they like signed up for an experience.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So everyone's feeling kind of like
right. Yeah.
awkward about what's going on. Awkward's not the right word, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everyone's trying to like figure out this situation.
Well, at least they're not playing it up the same way they did with like Kelly in season 1, where she just was never on the show. And she was like, they're like, oh yeah, we're just not going to show her character anymore because
She was really boring too. So
she was too. Yeah. But yeah.
she was like Amy and Johnny level boring, you know?
Oh yeah.
Maybe worse.
Yeah.
But Jimmy, he goes to his apartment.
My heart's expired, caught in the fire. Too many times gone up in smoke, another turn. Crashing.
So is the relationship crashing and burning, and are they losing their minds?
I had to get a bowl for this scene from all my tears to go into.
Oh,
I was
I mean like
crying
a
that
weed
hard.
bowl, like a weed bowl.
Well, that too. I had to smoke in order to
It
get
was
through
so
it.
it was so
'Cause
fire.
it was so painful.
Oh, it was painful.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the.
I got a strong indica going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To soothe those
But by the
emotions.
end, my bowl was full because I was crying.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's over. The juice is done.
Yeah. So is Chelsea clingy, guys? Let us know in the comments. What do you think?
Or other adjectives that would be better
Yeah, yeah. How do you call somebody clingy?
without sounding like a dick.
Yeah. Oh man. Laura and Jessica. So Jessica is back. Yas Queen.
Yeah.
The legend is back. She is here to grace our screens. They must have had to pay her like $1 million because her rate has definitely gone.
Absolutely. She's ready to choke this audience. Everybody's going to need their EpiPens.
Yes.
Yes.
So Jessica reveals that Jimmy sent her a friend request the day after they got back from the DR. She checked back 8 hours later, and he had withdrawn the friend request and made his
Naughty,
profile
naughty.
private. Jess says she's not repulsed by him, though.
Naughty,
Oh my god, naughty,
dirty little
okay.
doggy.
Oh my god. But I guess it's good because he realized he did something wrong and then retracted it and fixed it. So it's not like
Yeah.
yeah.
Putting on private definitely wasn't like deleting the evidence or anything.
But it's not like it's not like he liked a message from her and didn't shut it down, you know? He did the friend request.
I guess that's right. If you look at it in the way that we compare it to the other men on the show, then it's not as bad.
It's I mean, he realized he did something wrong. He retracted
8 hours later.
Yeah.
But what if she had accepted the friend request right away?
Yeah, we don't know what happened.
We don't know.
Based on the trailer,
it could be that he felt like, oh, she's mad at me. Now I need to backtrack. I need to,
based on the trailer, he's about to be naughty and call her his number one still. So naughty.
Bad boy, Jimmy.
He is a bad boy.
Die! Get the fuck over here!
Yeah, he wants her to get the fuck over there. Jess says she has questions for him, but she doesn't want to see him and take a step back, from her healing. Laura says, she's not sure if Jeremy shut down things with Sarah Ann, and this is when we learn about the DM. It was obvious that he was being sketchy from the start because he liked it,
Yeah.
What he should have done is say, these are the two things that he does. He was good about being, all right, so obviously he was terrible because he clearly cheated on her, but you either show Laura the message and say, this is the message I got, I'm going to delete it, or is there something you'd rather have me do? Or you show Laura the message and you say, I'm going to let her know that I am not interested and block her or something like that. But you have to shut it down.
When the family is there too, they bring up, well, you should have done a thumbs up instead of a heart.
That's not even good enough.
I will say, like, a double tap is that's the quickest. I could see him having that oversight or whatever. But
it wasn't.
It clearly was not in hindsight. Yeah.
And it would not feel good to me if I was Laura that you didn't shut it down and you just liked it. I would want you to say, I am not interested in this because this is someone you were just dating and you're leaving the door open. And Laura is clearly telling him, I wanted you to shut it down.
Yeah, I'm in.
And then
I think this is inappropriate. I had a really good time in the pods, but it's over and we need to move on.
And let's be clear, that message was still open. So at any point of time, he could have gone back and responded to the message. It was never too late. And she's clearly telling him that's what he wants, and he's not doing it. Why? Because he wants to fuck Sarah Ann.
Yep. Yeah, you can see it all the way back in this scene. Yep. Bad boy.
Back to Jessica and Jimmy. Jessica says, well, what Jeremy's doing is okay. So we're still team Jimmy at this point, which is funny because Jimmy also mistakenly called Chelsea Jessica.
Yeah, I love that.
So we're getting very Freudian slip over here.
Oh yeah,
for both of them. They are. It's written in the stars. They are meant to be together.
Yeah.
Yes. Laura says Jimmy would want to see Jessica. Of course he does. She looks like a Kardashian.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah. So episode 9 we get into, blah, blah, blah. Chelsea and Jimmy. It seems they have made up. Isn't that great? Were you happy about this? Yes. She says she doesn't understand how everything started. And he says he felt smothered. Maybe he should go on that show Smothered on Bravo. But I think that's smothered by somebody's mother, right? Or your own mother.
Oh, yeah. That's yes. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, Trevor from The Circle is on it.
Is he really?
Yeah, but
Oh yes, with Delisa's mom.
yeah, it's not his own mother. He's smothered by
It's
Delisa's
his mother-in-law. Yes.
Yes. He said Chelsea says he needs to work on his delivery and she needs to work on her emotions and being sensitive. Okay.
Yeah, I mean they're both very good at identifying their own issues.
Yes.
So
And then she says, you need to stop being so attracted to Jess. And he goes, I'm not. I am.
I'm not Jess.
And then he gets her to take back her vow to stop initiating sex. So everything is resolved, you know?
Great.
Yes, everything works out peachy. Listener Maria asks, was this filmed after the Seattle season came out? Is everyone trying to be Bliss or Josh? This was filmed after the Seattle season. So this was filmed only a year ago, actually, I believe Jess said, like March 2023.
Really?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, this is like a recent one. I believe, don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure this was only like a year ago.
But there are people from this season on Perfect Match, so that's interesting.
I know. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she said it was only
Maybe
filmed.
it's a different Perfect Match. I don't know.
Yeah.
Very confusing, the Netflix timeline. Very confusing.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly when it was filmed, but that is what I think. Okay, let's continue on, shall we? So we get to Laura and Jeremy, and we meet Laura's parents. We meet Cindy, Rick, Megan, Eric, her brother. Jeremy says that him and Eric like the same stuff, but we never hear them talk about it. What do you think that same stuff is?
Serial killing?
Serial killing, cheating.
Cheating.
Chin violin on the balloon.
This is so unfair to Eric.
Poor Eric getting roasted for doing nothing.
This poor bastard. You could tell he didn't want to be a part of this at all.
They asked Jeremy why he did the experiment. These answers, let's just go through them.
Okay.
He says he had terrible dating experiences in the past, and he knows people go on Love is Blind with good intentions, are background checked, and have psychological evaluations.
Okay, first of all, if the intentions being good are to increase your follower count on social media, then I guess all right.
Yeah, I guess that's good. Everybody goes with good intentions. I don't think he's ever watched the show.
Yeah, the background check thing. I'm sorry, but last season we literally had a stalker on the show.
Yeah, we had it. Are you talking about Paul, the serial killer?
Yeah, the Paul. Yeah.
Yes.
Not Lydia.
Oh, Lydia. Yes, we had a little stalker. Okay, sorry, that was 2 seasons ago.
And then for mental health check, does he not understand that when reality TV shows do mental health checks, they're looking for the people that are not mentally healthy to be on the show?
Yeah, listen to Danielle talk about her psychological testing. It's not real.
And this is across the board on all reality TV, Survivor, Big Brother, like all this, like this is how they find people. I'm sorry.
Laura's mom even jokes about it. She's like, do you think they got it wrong mentally with Laura?
And then she's like, but really, do you?
But really.
Because we've always wondered.
She was released from the psych ward like 2 days before she went on the show.
She used to put Joker makeup on every day. She doesn't do that anymore, does she? She doesn't dress up like the Joker, the Heath Ledger Joker, right?
You know, this is one of her 30 personalities, right? Laura says we're in a love triangle and that Jeremy must explain themselves. Always fun conversations to have in front of your family, right? This is good stuff.
He does kind of deserve it.
No, he does, but it's like so
he
funny.
Should have to say it in front of the
family. It's just so awkward. So he explains the whole thing, and he's like, I was transparent about it. But yeah, her and her sister-in-law are like, why did you like the message? And it's like, because he's a cheater, okay? But Eric and Megan like the Hawaiian shirts because he can express himself. The Hawaiian shirt thing that it's like, all right, let's pretend that he's not a cheater. If you can't get over it, just like don't marry him. Like, why are you so nitpicky about this? Like, it's so like Jesus Christ. Unless the Hawaiian shirts are just her way of expressing something else, you know?
Oh, that's a beautiful thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're symbolic.
It's a metaphor. Yes.
But I really do want to defend Hawaiian shirt wardrobes all across the country. I think people should embrace them and be proud of them.
Definitely. I agree. It's self-expression. I like Laura's mom is like, they really jab at each other, but I can't tell if they're kidding. It's like they're not kidding. Laura's very mad at him because
they hate each other.
She's not an idiot, and she can tell that he's going to cheat on her.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you upset we didn't get dog names during this?
I'm livid, and I'm going to write a letter and start a change.org petition.
And we had 2 beautiful little puppies here, and we didn't get a
nothing
for either.
Nothing.
I'm having to call the collie Lassie, and I don't like having to do that, but I have to in that moment.
It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit.
Yep.
Amy and Johnny learned bachata dancing. What was the point of this fucking? Who cares?
Yeah.
It's
dumb.
Oh, Laura says I'm even more mad. No dogs got drunk on wine. Yeah. Let's have some throwback moments. Come on.
Yeah.
AD
back to Johnny and Amy though. I gotta say I'm surprised Johnny agreed to do the salsa dancing, because if you get too close while you're salsa dancing, I've heard it can get someone pregnant.
Yeah. I heard that's one of the things. That's why, and it was banned in Footloose because you can get pregnant from it.
Right. Yep. If the salsa dancing gets too spicy, then it can impregnate.
He's secretly petitioning it for dancing to be banned in whatever county Charlotte is in. AD and Clay, we meet Margarita, Clay's mom, and Taylor, Clay's sister. Wow, another pleasant conversation with the fam. Clay really being very pleasant. Lots of green flags here.
All green.
What a great position to put AD in front of your family.
I did really enjoy all the calendar talk. I almost wanted a graphic up on screen so that we could get the schedules written down, and we could see it each day.
I think at the beginning of each scene that we have, we should hear what everybody did during their day. I want to know when they woke up.
I want an itinerary.
Toothpaste brand, skincare routine.
Yep.
This thrilling stuff. What the weather is like.
Yep.
Let's make these episodes even longer.
What'd you have for breakfast?
Yeah.
How long did it take to cook that? Yep.
Yeah. How dare AD want to spend more time with Clay when they only have like 19 days left to get married, and she has to figure this out? I'm
not saying the word, but let's just say she's emotionally dependent.
How dare she? Do you think he's intentionally spending less time with her because then she'll see more red flags and he knows it? So like if he spends less time with her, then he'll talk less about how he wants to cheat with her, and then she'll have an easier time just feeling like she should marry him.
Yes, less time means less zoning out and thinking about cheating.
Less saying stupid things.
Yes.
But yeah, Clay's mom kind of takes AD's side on this and is like, if you love someone, you'll make time for them. You'll figure it out.
Wise words.
But he has to fuel those jet skis,
Yeah,
I mean, if he has to
he's got to live out the American dream. You can't stop him from doing that.
I mean, I get that he has to like do the work, and if he has to go like really far to the water, I don't know how close Charlotte is to the water exactly to like fuel the water and stuff. I get he has to go far, but AD seems to think that I kind of trust her more on this, that he really could be making more time to see her, and I do believe her on that one.
Mm,
I bet
don't
there's a
know.
compromise.
Jet skis are a full-time job.
Yeah.
A lot of maintenance goes
Yeah.
into these bad boys.
Chelsea and Jimmy, we meet. Ooh, red flags. Chelsea meets his friends, Barbara and Maddie. More like woman he's sleeping with number 1 and woman he's sleeping with number 2.
What is his relation to them in terms of, like, are they co-workers? Like, where do they know each other from?
Probably
wonder.
orgies, stuff like
Orgies,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
swinger parties,
I'm
all
pretty
that
sure.
stuff. Yeah.
We don't know. We don't
Okay.
know.
It was a little odd. It was a little odd. I mean, platonic relationships can exist, but
But it's Jimmy.
but it's Jimmy.
That's why. That's why we feel odd about it.
Yes.
No, I mean, like, I don't know. Platonic relationships can exist. I don't want to hate on it, but it's Jimmy. That's why we feel. That's why we feel sus about it. Chelsea really roasts him and is very open about their relationship. I feel like she's venting, getting it all out here, really airing.
Yeah,
the dirty laundry.
I love when the partners are putting each other on blast in front of friends and family. It's great.
Yeah, I would be if I was the friend. I'd be like, so things aren't good between you guys at all. Who does this? No, it's good. You feel comfortable.
Great.
You feel comfortable talking
But
about how
what
bad
did
your
you
relationship
say
is.
yesterday? You said you wanted to kill me, right?
Yeah.
Come on. You said you didn't think we should be in a relationship anymore, right? Say it. But we're good now. We're good.
Kim says, plus they've only been friends for like 2 years, which doesn't seem very long. But does the length of time really matter? Like, are we thinking that, like, I mean, it's 2 people. Are we thinking that he was in a throuple with them? That he's in a secret throuple?
Well, I was going to say,
like,
2 years. That means, okay, so it's been 2 years since they last had relations.
had a threesome.
Yes.
So we're thinking he was fucking both of them. Is this what we're all thinking? Like, I don't know. I mean, men and women can be friends. Like, I just don't.
They can, but it's Jimmy.
Yeah, I know, but it's just funny because it's 2 people. So we're assuming he's in a throuple.
Yeah.
Or he's fucking both of them, and then they're all friends.
Sound off in the chat, folks. Do you think it was a throuple? Do you think it was completely non-sexual? Sound off, rascals. We want to hear.
Yeah, really long situationships that they're all cool with. And Mark says really long situationships. I mean, he is the juice. He's irresistible, so I get it. He is the blow king.
Yeah.
Apparently Jimmy cried during sex. He was probably just uncomfortable because she was so clingy. He started crying. Please get off of me, please.
Okay, we got in the chat. We already have results coming in. Thrups for sure. Leah says LMAO hand-holding thruple. Hand-holding thruple.
M. Barry says those 2 friends give former fuck buddies, but always subject to become current again. Oh, wow.
Yep.
I mean, he is the juice. How could you be friends with him and not just jump his bones? How could you?
That's right. He's got a Dodger dog, dude.
They say, they ask him, are you okay with the fact that everyone Jimmy talks to sleeps with him, and all your friends are going to meet, we're all going to have slept with him. And Chelsea says, I was worried about it, but I have really close friends who are guys, and one of my best friends is my ex-boyfriend. Doesn't everybody just love that? Everybody loves that.
No red flags there.
No.
Why haven't we met this ex-boyfriend?
No, I know.
The producers really missed the ball on this one. My God.
Please. And Chelsea does bring up that her past boyfriends with good friends who are women have cheated on her with those friends. Well, wait for the trend to continue, Chelsea. Buckle up. You know how to tell people to do that on the plane, so we're going to tell you.
No, he's ready to settle down.
He's ready to settle down.
He wants 7 kids.
Yes. And they say that they want to be her friend too in confessional. They say, welcome to Jimmy's Fuck Buddy Club.
Yeah,
all are welcome here.
You'll be one of us soon.
We're
Sitting on the other side of the table, grilling the new girl.
We're the Juicettes.
You'll be on the other side of the table. Sarah Ann will be over there with him. Or I'm sorry, yeah, I meant Jessica, but also probably Sarah
I know.
Ann.
I thought Sarah Ann wasn't a bad thing to say.
No.
Amy and Johnny, Johnny's sisters and Cameron, one of their fiancés, come over. They're very Jersey.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say. They like them.
Maybe love really is blind.
Oh, hey, a pizza meatballs, hey!
What no fucking ziti?
What the fucking CD? Hey!
The
All
first thing the mother said when she came in was did you get on birth control yet? Birth control?
Laura and Jeremy, here we go. The moment we've all been waiting for. I really like Jeremy. You know he doesn't want to talk because he has his sunglasses on inside the house, and he's just he's glued to his phone, looking.
He's extra chill today.
Yeah, he's glued to his phone, looking at some dolphins. He's not ready to talk. Apparently, he was out from 10:45 until 5 in the fucking morning. Now, here's what I want to know.
Yes.
Was he out from 10:45 a.m. or p.m.? Because that would really extend things.
If it was AM, then that would be what a wild day.
What a wild
I want to hear
day.
more about that day.
Yeah, a real bender going on here.
Was the daytime errands? I want to know.
No, he was trying to find a daytime karaoke bar, and he ended up at Lost and Found and was there from 10:45 until he went to the alley at 5 a.m.
Each of these Love is Blind pod people kept texting him, and he had to divert from one place to the next.
Yeah.
Before he knew it, it was 5 in the morning.
Jeremy says, talks about Lost and Found. He said, Sarah showed up, gave her a hug. He originally was going to turn around, but he decided that, he should face his demons. And originally things were cool with Sarah, but then he found
how brave of him, first of all. I just want to say
yes. He's a very brave guy, very chill, big personality.
He's doing it for her, really.
Yeah.
He's confronting his ex and getting drinks with her for Laura.
Yeah.
That's brave.
And he learned that things were going to be, he thought that things were going to be chill, just give her a hug. But then he learned that she was upset. So then he had to talk to her. He had to do it.
He had no choice.
No. And he's like, I know how this looks, but nothing happened. Just talk to 5 a.m.
In the parking lot.
Yes. So do you think that this whole tracking thing, he was bluffing? He was like, if I give her my location,
100%.
say that you track, she won't actually track me.
Well, this is his MO. He always like is prefacing the bad thing he's going to do by like putting something else out there to make it seem like he's trustworthy when really he's not.
Yeah.
Like that's his thing. And he's been doing it since he was talking to Amy on the beach in the DR, where he's been stating his intentions, but then trying to frame it in a good way.
Do you think this all would have been more preventable if Amy had told Laura this was going to happen?
Yes.
It's like Amy,
although would Laura have broken it off at that point? I don't think so.
Well, at least Laura would have had a heads up.
Yeah, she would have.
Like when this message came in, she would have been like, so you're going to meet up with her.
Yeah.
Like Amy really fucked up by not saying anything.
Yeah, it was kind of a dick move, especially.
But I mean, it's not like they're actually
friends.
They're not like actually friends.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
It's like, It's not like it's like, you didn't tell me and I'm your best friend. It's like we met like a week ago. I don't like I'm not like better friends with you than Jeremy in actuality. Like, I don't
Laura
care.
seemed to be only close with Jessica really in the pods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She saved her.
Yeah. That's not your man. That's not your man.
So he tried to like double bluff this whole tracking thing. and it gets blown up because he wasn't actually in the parking lot. He wasn't in the alleyway. He was where Sarah Ann lives, in Sarah Ann's house, in Sarah Ann. Get it?
Yeah.
And I actually have some audio of him at Sarah Ann's house that I found.
Oh, no. Yeah. Oh. Trash. He's trash.
He's trash.
He is. What a dick.
Wow, what a guy.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about the social media thing that we
I know. About people that we know. There's so much to talk about this week on Love Center at patreon.com/reality alert. It's not just Jimmy with the juice, it's Reality Alert with the juice. The new Blow Kings on the block.
Hell yeah.
Hell
yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
God bless you.
So check us out, patreon.com/reality alert. You get access to a ridiculous amount of content. It's not just new episodes coming out each week of Love Center, our daily bonus episode. You get access to every bonus episode we've ever done, which includes coverage of Love is Blind Season 1. You get Love is Blind Season 1 after the altar. You get The Circle Season 1. You get Love is Blind Brazil, F-Boy Island Season 2, and a bunch of other bonus episodes of other reality shows. So much content. I think there's over 50 episodes there or something. Don't quote me. Probably. And then it's only $5 a month to get to support the podcast. Patreon.com/reality alert. Please leave us a voicemail at 1-804-BAD-BOYS. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/reality alert. Leave us reviews on Apple, only 5 stars, and Spotify, 5 stars. Also, follow us on Instagram, really helps us out a lot, at Reality Alert Podcast. We're releasing some amazing memes. Isn't that right, Ben?
We're meme lords.
Meme lords. Dank
Don't forget
memes. Yes. Anything else, Ben?
No. Join us for the juice next week.
The juice is
be
loose.
Back. We'll be back.
Yes. Yeah, well, we will see you all next week, and a lot of you on Monday when we record the next Reality Alert Patreon episode. Okay, bye.
Bye.
It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your 2 best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Men are so predictable. Like, they.